Ever since you could remember, this place never felt like home for you. You would stare off into the stars, feeling more at home out in the stars and in space than you did at home in your own family, in your own bed here on Earth. Did you ever feel a longing or just feel out of place? Like you didn't belong? Like your family wasn't your family? Like your mom and your dad just couldn't be your mom and your dad? Did people maybe tell you, I don't know where you come from, or you don't get that from us? Where do you get that from? Did you grow up feeling maybe like the outcast, the black sheep of the family? Just not having things in common, not understanding how and why the people around you, the people in your life, and the community around you did what they did and how they did it? Did you find yourself feeling like a loner or eccentric or like the weirdo, maybe? Have you always been drawn, maybe even to wanting to help people? Like you walk into a room or you come into a space around people who are sad, or you see someone who's sad or like they need help, and as soon as you talk to them, as soon as you come into their space, close to them, you can just feel the immense sadness or feel the distress, and you just long to help them. Or maybe you're around people who are going through issues or going through something, complete strangers, and they just for some reason feel so comfortable and want to open up to you, and you're perfectly content with that, listening, being of service. Or maybe your whole life since you can remember, or maybe after some tragic incidents that you experienced where someone helped you and saved you, you decided that you always want to be able to help, save, and heal animals, people, living beings. Well, maybe you're a Lightworker, or maybe you're an Earth Angel, or maybe you're a Starseed. All in all, you're more than likely a light being. And today I'm going to talk to you about the difference. Are you a light being? Are you a light worker? Are you an earth angel? Or are you a starseed? So are you a starseed? Starseeds typically have the experiences that I mentioned earlier about never feeling like they're at home in their lifetime, in their incarnation on this planet. They typically have grown up, even since early childhood, feeling like an outsider, or even being made to feel like the outsider, not understanding or really agreeing with or being able to blend in with how their family, their friends, or the community around them did things, expressed things, interacted with each other, or even interacted with the world, animals, and other living beings. Starseeds are typically the outcasts. They're typically the ones that are made to feel like they're outside because they don't come from here. Their souls' originations come from other outside planets, star systems, or galaxies, and other realms and higher dimensions. They're typically souls who possess a spiritual or scientific knowledge, divine understanding that dates back thousands and thousands of years. They're souls that have incarnated into bodies, into lifetimes here on Earth, that are here to evolve and help the human race raise its consciousness and evolve and shift into a paradigm that is of higher frequency, higher consciousness, to assist human beings that are living in this 3D matrix to evolve and ascend to a higher consciousness so that they could truly live in their divine power, their divine essence. That includes truly living as the light beings they're meant to live as, truly harnessing the divine power they're meant to have, share with each other, and to live in a world, a new earth that is lush, full of unconditional love, technology, advancements, just different social advancements. But that is why the Starseed comes and brings its intelligence, knowledge, divine intelligence, divine wisdom, divine cosmic knowledge, universal knowledge, divine love and wisdom, ancient wisdom even, to help contribute that to human society, to help them build and move forward, so that we no longer live the way we've been living during the Babylon age, now moving into what we like to think of or call the golden age, the age of divine light, divine love, being beings that emanate and fully embody the light that they're able to take in and ascend with. What's interesting about Starseeds is that Starseeds, like all other humans, come into the human condition with the same conditions of helplessness and the veil of total amnesia, not remembering, not knowing initially, and having access to who they truly are concerning their identity, their origins, and their purpose here, their mission here as a human on this earth. However, the genes of the Starseed are coded, light coded, and at some point they are set to awaken and to be activated. And that either happens typically through tumultuous adverse experiences and can happen really abruptly, or it happens over a longer lifetime period, and usually still, unfortunately, triggered by onsets of different adversity, tragedies, or difficulties during that lifetime experience that begin to wake up and trigger these activations within the soul, leading to the final trigger activation that awakens the soul DNA of the Starseed light being. Once those codes are activated, they're able to remember who they are. It usually is a gradual, but sometimes can be expedited or sped up, depending on how much work the Starseed does on healing and truly going deep within to access who they truly are. Because again, Starseeds are still living a human experience, even if they have incarnated from other planets, other lifetimes, and other dimensions. So they're still required to do the work in order to evolve, in order to ascend, in order to fully activate all their light codes, truly to live in their mission and their purpose here on Earth, to do the work of raising the consciousness, helping the human race accelerate its ascension and its consciousness to be able to truly again live as divine light beings. Starseeds are required to do the work. As Starseeds do the work, they begin to quickly reconnect with their higher selves at higher levels of consciousness. Then they're able to be largely guided by their higher self and their inner knowing, as well as their spirit team, spirit guides, who have made a commitment to assist and work with the Starseed, and to whom the Starseed has made a commitment to work with in their journey, their human experience journey, in which they came during this time period to live and be on Earth, to again contribute to the ascension of the human race, to a higher consciousness, to truly again live in their divine capacity, to be divine light beings, to be truly empowered and operate in their I am God power. Because a Starseed has lived other lifetimes or had other experiences in other realms or on other planets, where they've had to have higher consciousness, they've had practice in the techniques of raising awareness, raising consciousness in their energetic frequencies and vibrations. Also allowing them to help and contribute again to the human experience and the human evolution to higher consciousness as far as the collective is concerned. Like I mentioned, because Starseeds are from other planets or other dimensional realms. They come here or incarnate through human experience for a specific mission and purpose. Starseeds are typically known to come from these particular planets. The first one being Syrian. Syrian starseeds are from the planets Sirius A and Sirius B. Sirius A is the brightest star in the Earth sky. Its original inhabitants come from Vega in the Lyra constellation, the supposed home of Earth's ancestors. Sirius B is a smaller star and home to water beings like the Merpeople. These two planets initiated the awakening of all of human beings. And it's said that Sirius A gave us ascended masters like Jesus and Mother Mary. The next starseed race that's also pretty well known are the Pleiadians. These starseeds came from Pleiades, a star cluster also known as the Seven Sisters, Messier 45, and the Eye of the Bull. You can see a rendition of these stars on the Subaru logo or emblem. And Pleiadians are the record keepers for Earth. And they claim that the Earth is truly more than 6 billion years old. The Pleiadians exist within fifth dimensional realm in frequency, which is where love and creativity is born. The Pleiadians behave much like humans, but they have more evolved or spiritual and emotional capacity. They are the matriarchal society that elevates women, children, and families. And their mission is meant for them to utilize their advanced skills to maneuver human beings, but their main mission is to contribute all of that wisdom, all of that experience, and all of that skill set to expanding the consciousness of the human race, and again, contributing to the human race's evolution to a higher paradigm, a paradigm of higher consciousness, universal love, and divine light, again, the Golden Age. Another known race of starseed light beings are the Arturians. These profound light beings come from Arcturus, the most advanced civilization in our galaxy. They are fifth dimensional beings, and they built a society that became the original prototype for the Earth experience and how we live on Earth, humans live on Earth. Arturians are emotionally and mentally advanced, were intended to be spiritual shamans and healers within their communities. In fact, some say that when human beings die, they pass through Arturian energetic architecture in their journeys from death to rebirth for reincarnation. But like all fifth through ninth dimensional societies, Arcturus has the feeling of the angelic realm. So it can be a helpful landing station for etheric forms, non-physical consciousness, and the rebirthing of souls to again become accustomed to a physical plane, to become grounded in physical reality. Arcturus is the brightest star in the Boots constellation. And lastly, a popular starseed race that's known is the loving, benevolent, and telepathic race, the Andromedan. They are from the spiral-shaped galaxy Andromeda, otherwise known as MS31 or M31. These beautiful light beings have one mission: to bring peace and to bring love to the races that are enslaved by the reptilians. Not only heart-centered, Andromedan beings are intellectually advanced in all science. This unique balance of left and right brain gives the Andromedan race a very unique position within the universe. One lesser known or less common starseed race that's known is the Orion race, starseed race. The Orions will ask questions about every detail. They'll try to create living beings here on Earth who are based in mind, solely mind. They are obsessed with science and research, and sadly do not have a connection and lack the understanding of their hearts. The Orion mission on Earth is to help improve our understanding of the value of science, and their personal, group, and spiritual goal is to improve or learn from humanoids how to be more trusting and how to be more faithful. While some of the Orions, yes, have spiritual aspirations and want to grow their heart chakra and be more in touch with their heart, others, and most of them unfortunately, are agents for the reptilians and other races that seek to control the earth rather than to emancipate it and free everyone. So, are you a light worker? Light workers are special souls from a variety of planets and realms that agree to incarnate here on Earth during specific times, but in particularly this time that we are transitioning into the golden age to help the world evolve. Light workers are here to bring in more light. They always take on the births that level up humanity and raise the consciousness of everyone around them. Typically, light workers' primary purpose is to spread kindness, peace, love, joy, to bring happiness, and to bring light really to everyone they meet and in everyone's lives that they meet or they're around. Light workers are not beholden to any particular planet, any culture, any society, or any particular mission like Starseed light beings. They work solely for the light, divine love. Are you a earth angel? Earth angels are highly sensitive people, empathic, and love to give. They are the beings that are excited and feel passionate about their purpose for service. Whenever they can be of service to those around them or in service some type of way, they light up. Their character traits typically are like that of celestial angels, although they are not celestial angels. Like being loving and loving to support humans in need, an ability to see the best in people, see the silver lining and be the optimist, and bring in joy and peace, try to comfort people in their lives. It's easy for earth angels to empathize and sympathize with others, since earth angels can feel, again, the energy and the emotions of others as if they're really their own. Earth angels have to be very careful in their human experience to learn to decipher their own energy and other external energies from other people. One of their biggest tasks in their human experience ends up being learning when to pull back and hold on to their energy for their own self-care, their own self-maintenance, their own self-love, so that they're able to truly give love out to others in a healthy capacity versus feeling drained by trying to overgive. Now, the last one is, are you a light being? And the best part about that is that us as human beings, even if you're not a starseed, even if you're not a quote-unquote light worker, or even if you're not a quote-unquote earth angel, you are a divine light being. We, as the human race, human beings, have the capacity, because we're more than our body, we're actually auric field souls with divine consciousness, divine power, God, I am power, that have been given or gifted a body to use as a vessel, a vehicle, a transport, and a housing unit that stores light. And as we raise our consciousness, we change our cellular DNA, our soul DNA, and we open it up to be able to take in more light. And when I say light, sure, you probably think of the sunlight. But when I say light, I'm thinking of light as in not just the sun, but energy from the cosmos, from other planetary systems, from other galaxies. Because stars have light as well, right? So we're taking in all this light. And as we take in our light, because we raise our consciousness and we heighten and raise these frequencies, we truly begin to operate and utilize our full consciousness, our full brains. A lot of people don't know that as we operate more of our brain and more of our brain begins to function, we actually begin to access our higher dimensional soul auric fields, our soul energy systems. And as we raise our consciousness more and more and transcend and ascend the 3D body, this tangible body, we move into utilizing the other levels, again, of our auric field, moving outside of even the aura, but higher and higher. And we can tap into higher dimensions as we do that. So again, as the brain begins to function more, and the more capacity of our brain we use, the higher our consciousness raises, the higher we're able to tap in to more and higher dimensions, until we have control over utilizing the soul and spirit that can exist outside of the body along with our body. That way we're able to astral project, move into different planes and dimensions, again operating as a higher form of energy, divine light energy, divine love energy, again, which is why we are all light beings. So it's really just a matter of, do you want to do the work? Do you want to heal? Do you want to access all of your soul DNA and really utilize all of that soul DNA to its highest capabilities with your highest level of consciousness, so that you're able to truly live in your divine power and your divine light and truly co-create your existence and contribute in a more vast way to the community of light beings and humans around you, co-creating even your own societies and communities and existences together in universal consciousness, universal unity, love, universal unity consciousness. So again, we're all light beings, and that is something you should and you can be excited about, and you can and you should be excited about the access and ability you have to learn more about who you are, your own soul identity, your own purpose, your own passion and love for what you want to do, and being able to co-create that existence. So with that being said, I welcome you to come back next week and follow me on this journey of spiritual awakening through faith, as I learn more and I express and share more with you about what I'm learning. As I ascend and raise my vibration, I encourage you to raise yours as well with me. I'll see you guys back here next time.